Bye bye. Because we are starting our hike into the Grand Canyon. I'm literally just cutting down here so I can get to this path down here because it's a lot easier than squiggling around the place. Right, it's currently 7 o'clock in the morning right now, and the plan is to follow the Angel Trail into the canyon and then follow the South Khabib Trail out of the canyon. So let's start our adventure and see what the journey takes. It's currently 3 degrees Celsius. There's the path I'm going on. Wow, look at that. Currently 3 degrees Celsius now. Or it was when I woke up this morning. It's probably warmed up a bit now. And the temperature is rising to 33 later once we're inside the canyon. It's going to be a massive jump in temperatures. So for the last hour it's just been swishbacks like this for miles and miles and miles. And as you get deeper and deeper into the canyon, you feel the temperature climb up, but at the same time you really start to get more of a feeling of how large, beautiful and deep this canyon really is. It's just beautiful. Look at all these rocks, layers of rocks that were created through millions and millions of years. It's just a natural wonder, this place. So we're going to follow this valley now all the way down to the end and then drop down one last time into the depths of the canyon where the Colorado River sits. Tell you what, I've been finding this track quite easy so far. Don't know what everyone goes on about the Grand Canyon's proper hard. Everyone coming the other way is out of breath though for some reason. The first time been in the sun so far this morning. Let's see. Whoa. Toasty. The area I'm walking through right now is a mini oasis known as the Indian Garden. The reason it's called the Indian Garden is because the land here was farmed by the Indians, Native Americans, for centuries, all the way up until the 19th century. And it's just a mini oasis full of trees, plants, in this dry, arid landscape, what is known as the Grand Canyon. Wow, it's really hot now. Reached the Colorado River. Starting in Denver, Colorado in this direction and finishing in the Gulf of California in this direction. If it wasn't for this river, the Great Grand Canyon that thousands of people travel from around the world to see, would not exist. It was all crafted from this river. It is the source, the craftsman and the builder of the famous and spectacular Grand Canyon. Just look at it gushing down through the canyon in all its mightiness. Absolutely stunning. To leave the river behind us and the beautiful suspension bridge that they've built down there, and make our way uphill on the South Khabib Trail. Decline was quite easy, so let's see what the incline is like. Gotta use your breath a bit more. Bye bye river. Yeah, I think this is gonna be tough. It's the hottest time of the day and I'm quite near the bottom, just starting, which means it should get cooler. Right. Strange, because on the way down there was like a steady flow of people going up and down. But since I've been going up on this path, I haven't seen a single soul. No one yet. Oh. Yeah, it's really hot. Every shade I keep getting to, I keep having a break. Can't keep pushing yourself in this heat. Right. What are you doing there? What are you doing? You alright?
Alright.
You get us before we made it.
Huh? You not got there yet?
No.
Oh right.
You got us before we made
Hello.
it. You survived.
You must have been going so fast.
No, not too bad.
Do you want to go back down, or are you like, oh fuck that?
No, I'm not going back down now. No.
How far have we got to go to Skeleton Point?
Probably like another 20 minutes.
Okay, not
Another
far.
mile.
Do you want to sit here and wait for us? But we'll probably be a while down there actually.
Yeah,
so
you might be. Yeah.
Might get but if you want to get a lift back,
I mean,
then
we
you
can
might as well wait.
go. Do you want to go to the point?
Oh, do you not want to go to Skeleton Point?
I don't mind.
I would quite like to.
I would go too.
Do you want to chill here?
Don't mind. Yeah, chill it for a bit.
We can give you some food if you don't have any food.
More water.
Yeah.
I don't have much of, but
We didn't
Do
have.
you need water?
a nice surprise. Bumping into Abby, Polly, and Arson. They're only walking down to Skeleton Point, which is round this corner. So we kind of just crossed paths. They didn't want to do the same hike as me into the depths of the Grand Canyon. No idea why though. It was a beautiful hike. So Polly and Arson are our two friends who rescued us from Ridgecrest whilst our van is left there getting fixed. So we're all just travelling around Arizona and Utah now together, having the good times. And then they're gonna drop us back into Ridgecrest next week to pick up our van. Almost out of water. There's the top. So many people on this one section here. I guess a lot of people just go down to there and then come back up again. And that's it. Top of the canyon. Well, it was definitely a lot harder walking up than it was walking down. What a day. Sun setting. That was a brilliant adventure. Oh. So that was the Grand Canyon hike. Just set at the top now, enjoying the view, because I deserve it. Right, so anyway, if you decide to do the Grand Canyon hike from rim into the bottom and then back out again in a day, here are a few tips. The first main tip, leave early. Make sure you leave early. I left about 7:30, which still isn't early. but I got back at about 5:30, so because it's October, that was basically sunrise to sunset, and that's 10 hours with rest stops. One of the rest stops I actually took was an hour, but you never know, you might be slow, you might be quicker. Other main thing is make sure this is my emergency water in case I got stuck, so I got about that much left from a gallon. Make sure you bring water. There is water at the Indian campground about halfway down on the I forgot the name of the trail, but the first one I did. I'll write it down underneath. Third, I would say, is make sure you bring a hat. I forgot mine, and just the sun beating on my head all day was just, yeah, it got a bit difficult, a bit tricky at times. And fourth, last but not least, be prepared. Be prepared for the heat and anything that nature throws at you. Climbing up from the bottom, I think I was a bit stupid leaving it about 12 o'clock because I left it like the hottest time of the day. There was no shade. If I waited probably even an hour or till 2 o'clock would be better. There'll be places with shade, and it would have been a lot enjoyable, a more enjoyable ride. So, yeah, it's definitely doable. Probably good as well to take some good boots or hiking shoes, and probably some good clothing, which I don't have, and a proper bag and some sticks, which I don't have either. And yeah, enjoy yourself. Yeah. I said tell her, but one more thing: if you can do it, because if you're physically able to do it, because it's such a rewarding experience. Most people that come to the Grand Canyon, they just come to the railings, and sometimes where it's really crowded, and they just look into the Grand Canyon, and you don't get the same experience. You don't get to sort of feel the nature, feel how big and crazy and majestic this canyon really is. Trekking down into the canyon and back up really gives you a feel of this place. The size of it, the scale, the beauty, the rock formations, the history. Right, that's definitely the end then. That's definitely the end. Ta-da! From the Grand Canyon.